Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. My name is Plami and in this episode of Rate the K, I'm gonna be reacting to Treasure's new comeback, My Treasure. And honestly, with a name like this, I'm very worried that it's not gonna be a song that I'm gonna like. Not that it's gonna be a bad song, but it's specifically not gonna be something that I would really enjoy. Because so far, Treasure has really surprised me with how much I actually enjoy their music. Like their debut song Boy, I was surprised by how much I liked it. I Love You, I liked a lot. And I think even their most recent comeback, which I'm just forgetting the name of, I think it was called was a really good song as well. But with a name like My Treasure, I'm thinking that it's probably gonna be something like a fan song, so it's gonna be more of like a ballad or something like that. Like I'm hoping that I'm not gonna get disappointed by that, because I was worried about the same thing with the last song or group that I reacted to, which was my reaction to Victon's What I Said, I believe it was. And that song ended up being really good, so I'm hoping that this one's gonna be the same, but I don't really have my hopes too high. But even if it's not really my thing, I will be reacting to the B-sides of this album, because from what I've seen from that album, it also features every single song that they've released so far, so I'll actually be able to catch up to some of the B-sides that I haven't been able to react to from their music from 2020. So yeah, you can expect that probably at some point today or tomorrow. Like, I have a lot of videos that I have to edit. I've recorded like 10 to 15 K-pop reactions, so it's gonna be a lot of videos, but you can expect this very soon. But I guess before we get into the reaction to this song, I just want to quickly say that if you end up enjoying this video, I would really appreciate it if you go over to support me over on Patreon, because as much as I love doing these videos for fun and for free for you guys to enjoy, I still have to support myself in some way, and right now the only way to do so is by asking you to go over to Patreon, because of two reasons. I can't really make money off of YouTube because I don't have 1,000 subscribers, which is what the requirement is to be able to participate in AdSense and make money off of ads. And two, even if I had 1,000 subscribers, which we are almost there, we are at almost like 500. We need about 20 people to get to 500. But even if I had 1,000 subscribers, these videos get claimed by the companies who own the groups, so all the money that I could have possibly made off of these videos goes to those companies, which is okay. Although I definitely have some things to say about that, but that is a topic for another video. So the only way I can make money off of these videos is by you guys going over to Patreon. But I also don't want to guilt trip you into helping me out, so if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other free ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with someone who you think might enjoy it. Other than money, that's the second best way to help me. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into what we came here for, aka the reaction. So let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I was right. I mean, it's not exactly a ballad, but it seems to be much more calmer. And less like something YG group would release. So yeah, I'll try to be impartial in criticizing this song, but I can already tell you that I don't like it. But again, it's not really a bad song. It's mildly catchy, but it's not at all what I enjoy about their music. And I'm not a blind fan who enjoys everything from every group, so if you expected me to be completely into this song just because it's treasure, this is not the right channel for you. I'll still give it a second chance by reacting to it a second time, as usual. And also, as much as they're good rappers, I don't really think rapping really works with this kind of song. At least if you're gonna do like this kind of like cutesy song, focus more on singing. Because if I hear rapping in the song, it just bothers me that it's not the more hip-hop or hard-hitting style that I like. So it's just like dropping salt in the wound. And yes, you might be hearing me criticize this song, and this song might have some great emotional lyrics, especially like I'm seeing right now Korean students with face masks. So it probably has some lines maybe about COVID-19 pandemic or something like that. Like now that I think about it, it's probably intended to be something reminiscent of BTS's Dynamite, because the style definitely has similarities to that. So it's probably a fan song, and even if it has these kind of lyrics, I personally judge these songs on how they sound, not what they are about. Unless I can like understand what they're talking about from the few lyrics or from the title. But even then, I don't really care too much about what the song is about. I care first and foremost about how the song sounds. Like even from my favorite groups like Stray Kids or 80s, first and foremost to me matters how the song sounds, whether I like it, whether I find it catchy, and then I consider the message. And yes, the message a lot of the time tends to amplify how much I like a song, but it's not a requirement for me really. And yeah, for this one, if the message is that the fans of this group are their treasure, that's cool and nice and wholesome, but it doesn't really make the song better for me. And it's not like it's a bad song, it's just for me, it's not something I enjoy. I just don't. I don't really like this. And a lot of the time it just feels like forced wholesomeness, so yeah, I just prefer more edgy kind of stuff. If you enjoy this, that's completely fine. I have no problem with people enjoying this kind of stuff, but it's not for me. That's my main point. And if I gotta be completely honest, I'm not really into reacting to it a second time, but I do it for every song, and I don't want to do it, and I don't want to not do it just for this one song. So yeah, let's get into it one more time and see, maybe it's gonna be a little bit better, although I doubt it, before I say anything about it. So let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. I mean, to be honest, it does feel a little better on the second listen. It doesn't bother me as much that it's not like a hard-hitting hip-hop song. But I don't like it. And another reason why I don't like it, and I already said like it has similarities to BTS's Dynamite, I hate that song. It's catchy, and I've listened to it a lot, but I hate what it stands for. And I'm sure that this is not a permanent change of Treasure's sound, so I'm not really bothered too much by it. But the reminiscence of BTS's Dynamite, just, I don't like that. Because for me, BTS's Dynamite stands for... you know, I'm gonna talk about it after the reaction. I don't wanna prevent you from listening to the song right now. Like, if this song makes you feel better with the lyrics, because I'm pretty sure it's talking about the COVID-19 pandemic. If it makes you feel better, that's great. That's great for you. But I'm still gonna judge the song compared on how I feel about it. And my opinion is not the only opinion out there, so if you disagree with it, that's completely fine. But please don't dislike this video just because I don't really like this song. I don't hate this group, I like them a lot, and I'm hoping that in the B-sides of the album there's gonna be some songs that I really like. So I'm not gonna hate them just because they came back with a song that I don't like. But yeah, what was I meaning to say about this song and its comparison to Dynamite? For me, BTS's Dynamite just stands about the kind of group that BTS, whether by their own choice or by big hits forcing of them, has become today. And this is going to be a controversial opinion, so I expect a lot of dislikes, but for me, modern BTS is just a cookie cutter, cutesy pop group who just cares about pandering to fans. Like, it's not even that, it's how to phrase, I don't know how to phrase it to not sound like a complete asshole, but it just, it exemplifies the modern way that BTS feels like, because modern BTS is just manufactured, sounds like the most manufactured and cookie cutter pop boy band. And this song, being such a change compared to the last few songs by Treasure, kinda reminds me of Dynamite, and it just makes me feel pissed off because I hate what BTS has become nowadays. They used to be my favorite group. They still are. Like, old BTS, I could still consider them my favorite group. I still frequently listen to their old music, but modern BTS is nothing like old BTS. I consider them pretty much two separate groups. And being reminded of this change in BTS and how much I hate it, it just makes me hate this song a little even more. But yeah, as I said, I'm gonna reiterate it again. If you like it, and if you like the wholesome messages of this song, which I assume the song has, that's completely fine. That's completely up to you, and don't let me ruin it for you. But for me, because I don't speak Korean and I focus mainly on how the song sounds, I honestly will not really be listening to this one a second time. I don't think it's bad, I think it's a good song, but it's not something that I'll listen to ever again. All things considered, genuinely. It's probably, I'll completely forget that this song even existed, I bet. So in terms of ratings, because I still think it's a good song, I'm going to give it a solid 8.2 out of 10. Because for the people that like this kind of stuff, they're probably gonna love it, but it's just not for me. I'm not a big fan of wholesomeness, or should I say more like this kind of forced wholesomeness, especially from celebrities. It just doesn't work for me. It just feels forced and cringy a little bit. But it's not a bad thing. If it makes you feel better, it's not a bad thing. For me, in a time like this where we are all under constant stress and worry and all that kind of stuff, the solution for me is not to give me a song to make myself feel better, like feel wholesome, like this or BTS's Dynamite. For me, the solution is to release a song that allows me to let out all my anger and frustrations. And I feel like and I've seen a lot of people criticize BTS's Dynamite for the same reason. Actually, at least on Reddit, there were a couple of people that I saw. And I think that's a legitimate complaint to make. I think it's better to have a song that allows you to vent rather than one that makes you feel wholesome. I don't know, that's just me. But that's also not even talking about this song, because this is not BTS's Dynamite, but it feels reminiscent of it in a lot of ways. But yeah, ultimately, as I said, if you enjoy it, that's completely fine, but I just don't. So let's all hope that there's gonna be some good B-sides in that album, because otherwise I'll be pretty disappointed with this comeback overall. But from what I remember, I think at least from the comeback which they released, I Love You, which is a really good song, and I think I completely forgot to add that song to the top 20 K-pop songs as well. Fucking hell! I genuinely have to remake that video. I think there was a B-side that was really good in that one. I mean, it's pretty much the only B-side from that album, if I remember correctly. And from the little bits that I heard from that song, it sounded really good, so I am really excited to hear it fully and react to it. So, as I said, you can expect that very soon, in the next few hours after this video is uploaded. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe. Also, check out the description to my Twitter if you don't follow me there, and to my Wattpad, where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you end up enjoying my stories, or you simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to Patreon, where you can pledge your support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing, and especially sharing this video with someone who you think might enjoy it. And I think it's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!